The double bass has tremendous potential as a solo instrument, orchestral instrument, chamber music, and jazz instrument. To fulfill that potential on the bass and to fulfill our potential as players of the bass and potentially artists, we need to concentrate on two major factors, that being proper mechanics, the way the hands work, right hand, left hand, and how they relate to the instrument, and practice methods. Through the course of this video, we're going to look into both of these matters in depth. As you view the video, you can both stop it and review the same portion many times or continue through the video as a whole. But you're not expected to accomplish your goal the very first time through this video. It's intended for your constant reuse. Now let's tune to start with here. We'll start with the open G string. Check your pitch. Tune it right with mine. Sometimes it helps to hit the octave harmonic to hear if it's really well in tune. Let's go to the D string. And again, the harmonic. And the A string. And the harmonic. And the E string, same thing. Make sure you get a good solid coarse sound on the E string so you can hear the pitch. Again, the harmonic. Okay, let's review some of the major points that you need to consider as you view this video. First of all, I'd like to look at posture. When we stand, first of all, we want the bass to be fairly straight up and down without it leaning back against us or certainly not leaning on our shoulder. We don't want the bass to flop from side to side. We want it to stand fairly perfectly straight without the use of our left hand. This part of the bass should basically touch the left side of your belly and balance the bass that way, not sideways like this or backwards like this. When we sit, the bass should pretty much lean just against the left leg, not like this. This is kind of cellistically. It's very hard to get the right arm to work correctly if the bass is turned so much out to the side. So keep the bass turned into you a little bit with room to hit all strings. And the other point about posture is to keep your right arm as close to your body as possible so that when you're playing a string, it doesn't come out like this. This is very weak. Same thing with German bow. It's a little more natural to keep the arm closer to the body. French bow wants to emulate the same thing. Now let's look at the bow hold. On the French bow, your right hand, the first finger, the first knuckle should be on the stick, not the second knuckle. First knuckle on the little finger should be tapping right in the middle of the frog. The two middle fingers will just sort of lift and fall where they may, shouldn't be crunched up like this. And then the thumb should be curved and on the stick, butting up right against the frog, the base of the frog. On German bow, we like to have our thumb on top, the first two fingers basically on the side of the stick, and the little finger tapping right there on the bottom ferrule of the bow. Now, let's look at the left hand. First of all, on the left hand, we want to have a very strong arch in the left hand, not collapsed like this. It's impossible to move from one note to the next. Obviously, fingers in this natural state will be curved, and they're much stronger and more accurate when they are curved than when they are collapsed. This is a very common problem on the bass, and I'll refer to it numerous times as we go. Keep your eye on your curved fingers. Also, we want to keep the left wrist as straight as possible. We don't want it bent way out like this, which is weak, or collapsed in like this. And also, the left thumb, we want to look at that for its placement on the neck. Does it go here or here? Generally, in most normal playing, it will be between the first and second finger, as such on the bass. However, if we're just playing fourth finger for a long time, the thumb can scoot down and assist in strengthening the fourth finger. Or in rapid passage work, though, it's normally back between first and second finger. And one other item I'd like to address before we start each exercise, I want you to breathe in preparation as I give the ready, set, go, so that we learn to start our playing in a very musical way, such as